So the rumors were true. It's alive. What I'm talking about is about Darksiders 3. The teaser trailer just got released, and we're going to take a look at it. Just so you know, there's kind of been a hint about it since the Darksiders came out with the War Master edition of the first game. Instead of remaster, War Master, great pun. And then they also already released Darksiders 2, which they called the Definite edition instead of the Definite edition. Like all other games have released. So far, since they released the War Master edition, there was a lot of rumors and speculation that the third one was on its way pretty soon here. So to kind of break it down a little bit, the story is about four horsemen, which are strife, war, fury, and death. And they protect the balance between heaven and hell as they serve this this council there's these councils and they're stone, and what happened was the creators created them, and then the horsemen were created to be the protectors and create and keep that balance. So under circumstances in each one of the games, so far there's been two, each one has been summoned. So for the first game, you got to play as war. The second game, you got to play as death. And now they have a third one that will be coming out as well. So for these games, a little bit of history. The game sold pretty well. The first one was kind of a sleeper. It sold just over 1 million copies for Darksiders, and it was kind of a secret. It did better than what people thought, so they automatically created a sequel for it. And that one actually, to some standards for THQ, when it was still in the gaming business, that actually did underperform. This one, Darksiders 2, only sold about just a little bit over 1.5 million copies, which I think they were expecting more at the $2 to $3 million copy range, especially since this is a multi-platform game. And then it kind of hit a little bump in the road on top of that when THQ, very soon after Darksiders 2 came out, and it seemed like THQ was going in the right direction as a company, they had to file for bankruptcy. And so for that, when they filed for bankruptcy, they had to sell all their assets. So one of them includes South Park: The Stick of Truth, which one of my favorite games in the last generation in RPGs, just a new way of doing it, and they did it the right way. THQ was also selling this game out, had to sell off this asset as well, and it got picked up by it got picked up by Nordic Games. And so this game really has had a cult following even before it got sold off to THQ. A small group of people really love this game a lot, and it just really hasn't hit the mainstream like they hope it does. So let's check out this trailer. Let's see if it actually does hit the mainstream. If it does, that could be a really good thing for this franchise, because they still potentially have one more game to go, because I'm based off what they're going on the trend, assuming you take on each different horsemen in each game, there's eventually going to be 4 games. So right now they're on the third. So let's see if this game, based off this trailer, seems like it's going to hit the mainstream a little bit more, and see if that's going to be more commercialized. So put on your headphones, earbuds, and let's watch this trailer. Here we go.
Of the apocalypse have been broken.
I like how they kept THQ and kept it Nordic.
Shattered by war's betrayal.
Yep, that's war, and then
Will you answer
that's the console. The console.
Rider of the Black Horse. To hunt down and destroy the enemies of existence itself. The 7 deadly sins have escaped and are ravaging the earth. They must be stopped.
Hello, brother.
It's cool with the hair. The hair is awesome. It's kind of how it doesn't stay still at all.
Accept this undertaking, though they are 7, and you but 1.
With pleasure.
That's cool. Oh, she cut him. I mean, 2018 is gonna hit us before you know it, like literally. That was actually that was a good way to tease this game. It really was. Things it did really well, I think. One, there's not very many characters that have whips. It shows off a little Castlevania vibe to it, which I really like. Not enough characters in games really utilize whips. I think the last one I played besides Castlevania was what was it? Not Dark Souls. It was Bloodborne, which is a game I really liked. A game I really took a lot of time to master, but you can do so much with a whip as a weapon. So I like what they're showing off with the whip so far, being able to disarm your opponent. That whips, it's blades, so it's also cut off its head. So it didn't really show much mechanic wise. It's really just a big teaser trailer, which I think it kind of set up the story right, saying the 7 deadly sins, which the 4 horsemen, once those 7 pieces of those are broken, the 4 horsemen are brought out to protect it and be able to bring back balance. So the fact they're only bringing out 1, I wonder if the 4th one that we haven't met yet, Strife, I wonder if he's going to make an appearance in this one. The only weird thing is they keep saying horseman, but clearly she's a horsewoman. So and it could be just general neutral just because of the time period of what the game was in. But no, this is a really, really good start. It's a good way to catch people's attention, and I think this game could be the one to break into the mainstream if it does really well. It just needs a good marketing push, and I think they need to change a few mechanics in the game, but keep the lore. I think that's what people love a lot about these games is the lore. The lore is fantastic. So if you keep that, you're on your way. This game could become a big hit and actually break into the mainstream. So that's my trailer review. What do you guys think of this teaser trailer? I think it was great so far. A good start to a new way for Nordic games to show off a new franchise that they're going to be pushing off, which is I like they kept THQ in it. But yeah, what do you think? Write down in the comments below, let me know. And if you like any of the content, check out the channel Freeze Frame Rate, and if you like it all, hit the subscribe button. I'm signing off, Mitch signing off, saying I'll see you soon.